Friends, you have to start with problem set 3, question number 12. If sum of p term of an AP is equal to sum of q term, then show that sum of p plus q term is equal to 0. You have to show that yes, p plus q is equal to 0. Then, but what is the condition? They are saying that sum of p term is equal to sum of q term. Means sp is equal to sq. Then I will start with this. Let a be the first term and d be the common difference of the given AP. Then sum of the first p term is equal to sum of the first q term. Means s of p is equal to s of q as sn is equal to n upon 2. Sn is equal to n upon 2a plus n minus 1 into d. But given that sum of p term of an AP is equal to sum of q term, then you have to put the value of n as p and you have to put the value of n as q, and you have to write the Sn formula. At that time that Sn formula become p upon 2 because n is equal to p. So Sn becomes p upon 2 into bracket 2a plus n value is p minus 1 into d is equal to q upon 2 because n is equal to q. That's why q upon 2 into bracket 2a plus q minus 1 into d. Then friends, what you have to do here, this 2 will cancel with this 2. Then here p remain multiplied by 2a plus p minus 1 into d is equal to q into bracket 2a plus q minus 1 into d. So here you have to utilize the distributive law. P multiplied by, you have to do the product of p and 2a, p and p minus 1 into d, and q and 2a and q minus 1 into d. So this becomes p multiplied by 2a plus p multiplied by p minus 1 into d. Similarly, q multiplied by 2a plus q into q minus 1 into d. Then what you have to do, you have to collect this like term p into 2a, q into 2a together, and this p into p minus 1 into d and q into q minus 1 into d together. So here you have to shift this term in this side, this p of 2a minus q of 2a, and p of p minus 1 into d minus q of q minus 1 into d is equal to 0. Then what you have to do, you have to make the group of the first two term and group of the last two term. Within first two term you have to take out this 2a common, and within last two term you have to take out this d common. If 2a will come common, at that time what is the remain, p minus q you have to write in the bracket, plus in this d, if you will take out d common, at that time what is the remain, p into p minus 1 minus q into q minus 1 multiplied by d. D is common in between these both the last two terms. Then 2a into bracket p minus q plus, here you have to utilize the distributive law. P multiplied by p is equal to p square. P multiplied by 1 is equal to p. You have to multiply. In the same manner you have to utilize the distributive law. Q into q is equal to q square. Minus multiplied by minus is equal to plus. Q into 1 is equal to q into d is equal to 0. Then 2a into bracket p minus q plus, here you have to write this p square together with the q square. After that minus p together with plus q, like this, and this become p square minus q square minus p plus q in bracket complete into d is equal to 0. Here 2a into bracket p minus q as it is you have to write. This p square minus q square is equal to, you have to utilize the identity, a square minus b square is equal to a plus b in one bracket and a minus b in another bracket. In the same manner, p plus q in one bracket, q minus p minus q in another bracket. Here in between this last two term you have to take out minus 1 common or minus sign common. At that time this p, this plus becomes minus, and you will write in bracket p minus q bracket complete into d. Due to when you will take out common minus sign, that's why this plus become minus. Then here if you will observe, here this p plus p minus q is present here, P minus Q is present here also, and P minus Q is present here also. So what you have to do? You have to take out P minus Q common. If you will take out P minus Q common, at that time what is remain? 2a remain. You have to write 2a as it is. This P plus Q as it is you have to write. And what is remain? P plus Q as it is you have to write as it is. And P minus Q, if you will take out common, at that time what if the P minus Q will go outside, at that time what is remain? 1 will remain. That's why you have to write minus 1 here. Bracket complete into D is equal to 0. Means here for this step you have to take out P minus Q common in between this and this term. That time P minus Q is common. At that time this become 2a plus P plus Q as it is. When you will take out P minus Q common, at that time 1 is remain here, minus 1 is remain here, into D is equal to, you have to say that 0. Then friends, you have to shift this P minus Q that side, multiplied by P minus Q becomes divided by P minus Q, and 2a plus bracket P plus Q minus 1 into D is equal to 0 upon P minus Q. 2a plus P plus Q minus 1 into D is equal to, what you have to say, 0. Then if once you will get this value, at that time this value is very important for solving our example. Then you have to concentrate our sum of P plus Q term. We have to find out sum of P plus Q term, that is S P plus Q. If you want to find out S of P plus Q, at that time you have to utilize the Sn formula. Sn is equal to n upon 2a plus n minus 1 into D. You have to put the value of n as P plus Q. At that time if you put the value of P plus Q, n as P plus Q, at that time S of P plus Q is equal to P plus Q upon 2. Here 2a as it is you have to write, plus in place of n you have to put P plus Q minus 1 into D. But if you will observe this value 2a plus P plus Q minus 1 into D and 2a plus P plus Q minus 1 into D, here this value is equal to 0, so this value is also equal to 0 will come. But from 1 what you have to say, 2a, this value 2a plus P plus Q minus 1 into D is equal to 0. You have to put this value as 0 here. At that time S of P plus Q is equal to P plus Q upon 2 multiplied by this value will be 0. At that time S of P plus Q is equal to 0. So you have to say that sum of first P plus Q term is equal to 0. In this way you have to show that sum of first P plus Q term will come 0. I think this problem is little bit hard for the understanding, but if you will see this video 2 times, that time you will understand. So properly you have to try to understand each and everything properly. Thank you very much.